EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On second down, Keenan. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. To throw on third down, Morrison. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now they'll run on the draw. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
And that score solidified his standing at the top of the touchdown chart. And right now, he's looking to finish this season strong with a few more.
On second down now, Keenan, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem for me.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Looking to throw. Morrison. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
After what we saw last week, over 400 yards passing, the obvious thing is to go talk to him. I want to talk to his receivers, and boy, were they enthusiastic about what happened then. And they can't wait for this week's game.
He was hitting them outside, over the middle, everywhere. And for his efforts, of course, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. He'll rumble for about 6, up across the 20 to the 22. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 137 yards, and a score.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. On 3rd down, Burks. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Morrison. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
Houston's offense taking over again. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Throwing after the interception, Morrison. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
On 2nd down, Keenan. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
2nd and 20.
Back to throw. Morrison. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Morrison. Looking deep downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed? Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A great play there. 81 yards.
And the Red Dragons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Looking to throw. Morrison. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The Texans send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Oh, look at the juke. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, this offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll set up a throw. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Now a give, right side. Burks, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. And, oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Why are we doing this?
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Morrison. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Our visitors getting set to take over on offense.
They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. About 3 yards there to the 27.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down now, Burks. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Red Dragons are able to stretch out their lead.
And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
A try here for the extra point. And it's 21-3. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Keenan. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Morrison. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Keenan, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second and 7.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 29 is the mic. Mike 29.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Morrison. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Morrison. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And it's actually been out of the backfield, handing the ball off where they've had a lot of success. So if you're the quarterback, do you just maybe say, you know, maybe this isn't my day, our running game's going so well, you just continue to lean on that?
I agree. That's exactly what you do. And you have to kind of take your ego and put it aside because you always think your next throw is going to be your best throw, right? Your next play is going to be your best play. Lean on what's working for you right now. That should help carry your team to victory if things keep going in the direction that they are.
Yeah, because the formula has them the lead currently. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. He completes it to Ridley. Touchdown! A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Red Dragons are able to add on to their first half lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points.
They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
4 yards remain for second down.
Looking to throw. Morrison. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Morrison. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll look to throw again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So here are visitors to take over on offense.
They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
On 1st down, Burks. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
We use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Red Dragons have got it on cruise control. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays.
Pressure comes and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Morrison, quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with great starting field position, one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. and their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter. Trevor Lawrence has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills, and they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Bills seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And right now they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
And this one is incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Burks. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
149 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go, Pete Tyson. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Red Dragons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after here coming up. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
2nd and 6.
They'll try the left side. Keenan. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Back to throw. Morrison. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Uses the stiff arm. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So that one will be accepted. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management.
And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Red Dragons extend their lead yet again. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Morrison. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Morrison. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
They'll run on first down. Keenan, and a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll keep it on the ground. Keenan, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 176 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
defense. Get out the field, defense.
On first down, Burks. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Come on now, let's go. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Come on.
On 2nd down now, Burks. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Dragons.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd down at 4.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Nice.
And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Here we go. Yeah.
He's taken down at the 7.
Let's go. Let's go.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, got 4. Hey, check back 33. Check back.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Red Dragons get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. That time a 9-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston set to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike 6.
Throwing on third and long. Morrison. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the sixth time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So here are our visitors to take over on offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And this offense on third down today, they've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, he bowls over him. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll run on 1st down. Keenan, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. The throw over the middle taken in. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
On 1st and 10, Morrison. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them. gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fends him off. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Throwing on first down. Morrison. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Morrison. That is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Morrison. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
So he's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. My goodness, 232 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, Burks. Room here to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down at the 28. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. He'll drop to throw.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw on third down, Morrison. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, check by 33. Check by...
They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.